Hello and welcome to another episode of Wealthapp Holiday Adda, where we bring to you the journeys of those who dared to dream. Today on our show, we have with us Mr. Sanjoy Ray Chowdhury, an astute banker with more than 35 years of experience working at both European multinationals as well as American banks. So without further ado, let us hear from him about his journey and his experience with Wealthapp.
Hello.
Hi.
So I would like you to tell me a little bit about the kind of work that you've been doing and how is it?
I have been a banker throughout for the last 35 years, all with European multinational banks and American banks. So after which I took my voluntary retirement to enjoy life. So that's about me. By virtue, I am a chartered accountant and an MBA from USA.
That's amazing. So how did you first come to know about Wealthapp or get associated with it?
Wealthapp, I knew about Shomajit. He was working with us, and other than that, by word of mouth, about the good work done by him.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So if you could tell us a little bit about how your experience has been and why Wealthapp and not one of the many other financial planning agencies that are there.
Good question. It's very difficult to segregate in today's world. There's financial service providers. The main segregation point which comes are A, trust, who you can trust with your money. B is how transparent is that person in their dealings. If transparency and trust is there, it's much easier to get comfortable. So the third factor flows from the first two. And with the comfort comes your belief and your choice. That's why Wealthapp. And Wealthapp scored high on all those three counts.
So what made you, you spoke about trust. So what made you feel that you can, that this company is, you can trust this company, or was there any specific incident?
No, see, okay, let me tell you this. Trust is an everyday thing, okay? In simple things that I would ask Shoma, what's happening on this? Now, if you don't know about it, you say, let me find out, I'll come back to you. And he comes back, okay? Because it's very difficult to know everything about the financial world today by anyone who is an advisor, right? So that is trust. Then whatever he comes back with, and it has to be best of his knowledge. So all these build up trust. These things build up trust. There are other guys who are, I have coined the word like the Eureka Forbes salespeople, who sell. We don't need people who sell. Thankfully, given my background on the financial market, I understand what is happening. There are very few things which are now new and are being used in the market. Most of it is some new coinage, new names. So we need to understand what is the new name, because you can promise the heaven, but you would not give anything. So all those things build up trust and comfort. Transparency comes in when you admit, I don't know, let me check it, I'll come back to you. That is transparency.
So basically admitting when you don't know something. So is that?
No, yes, it's that. Would you term it as honesty? Yes, it is honesty, but financial honesty builds up trust. Yeah. So honesty in different spheres of life means different things. In the financial world, it means that you don't know something, you say, I don't know. But you come back and provide the same. You provide a service, you say that this is to the best of my ability or my understanding. So if you don't want, the client may have a different expectation. Yeah. And whatever you're offering may not be to his or her liking. In that case, just allow them to do whatever they do. That support is also built up the trust. That a client knows that I may not agree to what he is saying, the advisor is saying, but at the same time, I know that my advisor will support me. That is trust. That is a wholesome comfort and a relationship.
That's beautiful. So you said that you used to be a banker and that you also pursued an MBA. So, what were your investment patterns like pre-Wealthapp? Because you being one of the more learned people among the majority of the population, you knew more about financial markets before Wealthapp. So, how did your investment pattern look like, and how does it look like now?
As a banker, we are restricted from investing directly in shares, equities, okay? Because, name any company, we have a relationship. We as a bank giving them a loan. So I know a lot of things which the market doesn't know, yeah, because they have to disclose to me as a banker. So while I'm a banker, I cannot invest in any company, primarily the companies where I have inside information. That's number one. So equity was out. The so-called structures, which the market was always talking about, this structure, that structure and all that, options and stuff like that, we were also not allowed to do any of those. For the simple reason, should you know, if you are far out on the option, you have a loss that might impinge on your honesty of work as a banker. So that's why you were not allowed to do any of those. What were you allowed to do? Mutual funds. So we were doing mutual funds only while at work. And IPOs, that too reasonable amount with permission from the bank. Besides that, how did the investment pattern change after I quit banking? After I quit banking, my first thing was I need a life which is where I don't have to think of money, right? Money coming in, or I have a pot always where I can dip in, that kind of a thing. So it migrated, rather than multiplying, it became a retirement planning, where I don't have to bother about the money. The money is there, the money is safe, and all of that. So there again, the choice of mutual funds moved from being aggressive to stable ones. In simple terms, from short capital or small capital SMEs and MSMEs to large corporates, right? So that was the move. Second was the move is always, it's for a long term. Anything which will give me return 5 years hence, right? Don't even look at the fund for 5 years and look at it after. Now, being a finance person, is it only the name of the company, a mutual fund that I look at? No, I definitely look at that to figure out how much exposure should I have on a particular mutual fund house. Yeah, because as you know, fund houses may come and fund houses may go. I know there are things like SEBI and others who have SEBI, AMFI, who ensures that the investors' money don't go off. But as a banker, you have to have your choice of funds, say 4 or 5, where you decide how much you'll put your money in. And then you look at who is the fund manager. Yeah? There are cowboy fund managers and there are stable fund managers. Cowboy fund managers generally do well for 2 to 3 years, where they take aggressive calls. So avoid those kind of fund managers. And the third one is look at each fund. What is the underlying? What are the percentages that they are put in? And you know most of the companies that are there in India. And if you're looking at large corporates, you know them. So then you see how much of their assets of the mutual fund are invested in different companies. And if you like the companies, go for it. So that is it.
As an astute banker, Sanjoy uncle knew the importance of professional help and guidance when it came to planning his post-retirement funds, and thus trusted us at Wealthapp with it. For more such personalized wealth plans, do contact us in the details given in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching Wealthapp Holiday Adda, and we will bring to you more such videos in the near future. Thank you.